everybody? It's DJ Lionhead, and this is the Support Your Boy podcast. And today we got a great artist that we're about to find out a little bit more information about. I believe he hails from the South,
Oh yeah,
maybe Savannah, Georgia.
yeah. You already know.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I had no, a previous artist by the name of She recommended him. She said, you got to interview him. He is dope and, has some dope insight. So definitely we about to find out what that's about.
Yeah,
He is the one, he is the only Breezy Brain,
Beezy,
baby.
Beezy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's Beezy though, like Beee, like
Easy.
yellow.
Yeah, my bad. I got
Yeah,
my shit
brown
messed up.
skin,
My bad.
C-Po Beezy. You feel me? Brown
Yeah.
skin Beezy.
Whatever alias do you go by, Beezy?
Professor, brain.
Professor.
Yeah, and brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Trinity.
Beezy Brain. Check him out. So
Yeah.
first of all, I want to ask you is, where'd you even get the name Beezy Brain?
I mean, Beezy came from like a era when I was kind of like in the streets, and Brain came from, just, handling business in the school books.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you start rapping?
To be honest, I say about 13, 14.
Oh, okay.
Just messing with
13,
music.
14 is good.
Yeah.
That's like when I did. Who was you looking up to at that time when you were listening to music?
That's funny just you asked that. During that time, I was listening to people like T.I. I ain't gonna lie, I was listening to T.I. I think one of
Mm-hmm.
his first albums, Trap Music, I was listening to that. I was listening to Ludacris at the time. Outkast was there, but that was kind of early on in life. But during that era, I think I had a Chinky album. I had
Mm-hmm.
Ti and Ludacris. I had Lil Fabuloso in there too. But yeah, during that time,
Okay.
and Wayne,
So,
and Wayne, most definitely Wayne.
definitely got to be Wayne, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely got to be Wayne.
Yeah.
Um, Next question I wanted to ask you is, would you mind? Or actually, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just tell you about this segment we have. We got this segment called "What's Your Preference?" So when it
Okay.
comes to Beezy Brain's preference on what he does in music, whether it's his writing process or his performance, okay? I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you let me know your preference, how you would handle the situation, or what's your preference when it comes to you performing. I like it like this.
I
You know
got
what I
you.
mean?
I got you.
Okay. So, first question I have is, when you're on stage and you're performing, what do you prefer, Breezy? Wireless mics or corded mics, and why?
I say wireless. The good ones though that don't just flat out when you go away from certain areas of the stage. Because
Mm,
I ain't gotta worry about tripping over chords. That's why I prefer it that way.
okay. So, another question that this one's for you about your writing process. When you write
Hmm.
your song, in any fashion it is, if you were to write them in bars, would you prefer to write them in 12 or 16 or a different way?
I mean, a lot of people ask me this question, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know nothing at all about bars. It's like when I come doing music, it's like I know transitions and songs.
Mm,
I know sounds. So whatever feels good to my soul, that's how I write to the beats.
that's good. The fact that you know the transitions is the
Mm-hmm.
most part, is the reason for the bars, so you know the transition. But you
Mm-hmm.
already know it, so it's all
Mm-hmm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one's more about your performance, okay, when you're on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, easy. Let's say the next performance you're going to be doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people showing up because they want to show out for you. And you get on stage and you start noticing there's like a line of women in the front row. You're like, okay, came to see all women in the front row. And they say they're going crazy. You start doing songs, like some of my favorite songs, yeah. They start going crazy, right? And then out of nowhere, you see one of the women throw some underwear on stage.
Oh,
What's your preference if they did throw it?
throw it
Bras
on the
or
stage,
panties?
but don't throw it on my face. You could throw it, but
Which one
don't
would you
throw it at my
prefer?
face. Yeah, don't try to throw it in my face to make me smell them or nothing. Yeah,
If they were just to throw it on the stage towards your feet,
yeah,
which
that's
would you
cool.
rather?
That's cool.
Which one would you rather them throw? Bras or panties?
I would say bras. I don't know. Some of them might be turned up and throw some soil up there. I'd rather sweaty bra than some weird.
I feel that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Were you on? Let's say you're on stage and
Yeah,
you perform and it's packed out again. Like Beezy Brain always going to be doing in the future,
for sure.
and you start noticing that the crowd is intoxicated. Like 80% of the whole crowd is intoxicated.
Yeah,
What's your preference? That they be intoxicated with weed or alcohol when you're performing?
water drill in the middle of the set.
Yeah.
Everybody drink water right now. I'm drinking some too.
So
Water
you
drill.
don't want nobody to be intoxicated while you performing,
I mean, live, but man, be able to handle yourself. You know what I'm saying?
right?
Be able to be respectful, man. But I don't want nobody fighting at my shows.
Oh
I don't
man.
want nobody getting trampled. You know, we doing fire checks. You know, we doing everything, man.
Mm.
You come party with us, you gonna leave home safe. We can get you a cab, we'll sober you up, whatever.
Yeah, that's so true. That is
Hmm.
so true. Okay. So now I just have some regular questions that I have about you or in some situations. Like, for example, one question is, could you name a hip hop trend online that you've seen that you're kind of getting tired of seeing it?
A hip hop trend. I
Something you
would
see
say,
online,
I
like,
would
oh,
say
come on, not
drill.
this
I would
again.
say drill. I would say drill. Drill
Real
music.
music,
Yeah, it's
not
about
your
time.
cup of tea.
Nah, not right now. Not in this time ever. No.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, and when you start thinking about that, this kind of transitions to that. Do you feel that crime-based music is now on a downfall?
Yeah, I would say the real guy. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's doing it, like, they gotta be all the way right with it. You know what I'm saying? They not even out here talking crazy like that. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I feel like takeover is in full effect. You know, the ones that see, people outside living life and they ain't gotta be fearful about going to the store or this or that and getting hit with a spray at that time coming back. So that drill dead. All that gangster stuff, like it's okay to be gangster, but how? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, it was a code to it. It's like now it's out in the streets and it's no kind of like order or nothing.
Yeah, that's
It's
so
no,
true. And so it was getting real bad
yeah,
to where I'm starting to feel that
yeah,
you got to be saying something is
yeah,
now back in effect.
yeah. It was no order with what they was pushing. You know what I'm saying? You push
Mm-hmm.
your P, you push your product, like you ain't got no order with your product. Yeah,
Right.
if y'all go ahead, you missing stuff over here, like nah, you missing this, you going over here retaliate. That's crazy.
It is.
Mm.
When you perform, what's your favorite song to perform of all time?
All the time, I used to have this song called Speech Therapy, but I went through some things where, a lot of stuff was stolen from me. But I had caught a beat from an artist named TNT long time ago. And I made a song called Speech Therapy, but I never really got to perform it but once. Yeah, so that
And
was
you
one of
loved it
my
when you
favorites.
did?
Huh?
Did you like it when you did perform it?
I did because I felt like I was testifying, a lot of little situations within my life from the military to all type of stuff.
Mm. So you plan on re-recording it? Because I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, probably if I can get in touch with that producer. I mean, he dope. I don't know what's up with him, but I know he producing like that. That was fire. Yeah, yeah.
Can you tell us a funny time when you were on stage where either you did something funny or you saw something on funny on stage that was you something so hilarious you ain't gonna never forget it?
Oh, Webby in 2016 when he came down here, him, Bootsy, Trina, it was a bunch of them came. But man, I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
he was feeling himself that night. Straight up, he told them women get a picture of me. He said, "Come on, man, get a picture of me. You don't see me." I said, "What is man here, a fool, boy?" But he tore it up on the stage. That's sure.
He did, huh?
Yeah, yeah, he was out his mind, boy, but he did him. He ain't been falling over and all. He was just feeling himself that night. 2016, Savannah, Georgia, bro. It was for my birthday. It was Lil Bootsy, couple local artists. Flage was day two. She cut up. It was Flage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I say, Trina, Bootsy, Webby. It was a bunch of artists, man. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. They put
Hey,
on
I
a
bet you
show.
ain't gonna. I would never forget that either,
Nah,
too.
and guess what? I was in front of the stage, boy. I seen everything.
Mm.
It's my everything. Yeah, Trina, everything, boy. I was like, oh, yeah. It was some stink weeds in there, but I seen everything.
When you make your song, what is the most difficult part about writing them?
I guess sometimes topics, sometimes topics, because I like how concepts, so topics and concepts be kind of like the main thing with me. Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Mhm.
you agree? The older you get, the harder it is to write about certain topics.
Well, yeah, yeah, you could say drill, because once you get to a certain age, you start having kids. Like you're not into all of that, because you know it's
Yeah,
gonna
you
come
ain't in
with
the
that.
streets
If
like
you,
that.
yeah, you could trick yourself off the streets for years, miss time out your kids' life. Like that's wild. So yeah, that's how you
Hmm.
got to be. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
but it's
Yeah.
like you grow into it too, like you said.
Hmm. That's true.
Hmm.
My issue is writer's block. How does busy brain get past writer's block?
Hmm. When it comes to writer's block, I feel like it's more on me. I
Hmm.
feel like when I let certain emotions kind of dictate and swing my day and then take my mind off certain things, that's when the block comes. So I say, staying positive. That's how I get over it. Straight up.
Oh.
Yeah. I had to learn like carrying negative energy, it blocks certain aspects. So that's where the blocks come from.
Does your writer's block hit you mostly in the starting point or towards the end?
Depending on that mood, yeah, it'll be the start. Like I won't even get on the paper. Sometimes it's in between the right. Yeah.
That is so true. Okay, a question about the current times.
Mm.
AI in music. How do you feel about it? It's cool or not? You're not with it, or how do you feel about it?
I mean, some aspects of it is cool, as far as, the productions of videos, you know, this situation they got going on where they taking 50 Cent, DMX, and taking them to the 60s. Like, I heard a Coolio song, like, I'm to my, hey, that's like you bringing the older crowd into the situation then. But with all
Mm-hmm.
this other stuff where they writing the music, they not even organic. Like, nah, I can't do it. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I think they cheating when they do that. I wrote a song. I know it was fire. You feel me? I'm talking. I said, no, I ain't even put this out. I'm talking about like that. I could have kicked. I'm talking. I could have kicked so much out their phone. I said, nah, I don't like it in that aspect because it's not original. Like we want
Right.
real talent. When people win them awards like Grammys, think about Outkast in their era.
Yeah.
Like that's why I've been through some situations online where folks feel like we don't pay homage because I don't know how old you are, but I'm 40. So I
Same
know
here.
people like Jay-Z, the others before him. You know, I hear this music, so I gotta pay homage some places. But it's like as we get older, like you say certain things, you should have just a lot of them not like that. So I feel like I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna address it. Yeah.
Another thing I've seen, not only but too much of AI, but like you said, the fact that you're 40 and so am I.
Okay.
Um, I guess a quick question. You had mentioned you're not too much of a fan of the drill music.
I listen.
Does
I
it?
mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like Chicago kind of running that scene on drill. Would it make sense really running that? But if I'm gonna listen to drill, I'll go UK. If I'm gonna listen to drill,
Hey, that's a good point.
yeah,
That's a good
they
point.
paint a picture different. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to UK drill before I listen to my own. Yeah,
Feel it. I
yeah,
feel it. Yeah, they do got some hard ass rappers over
yeah,
there.
bro. I'm not.
They do.
Yeah, I be flipping my floor today, John. I swear. Go UK, man. The UK back. Boy, I be getting it, man. I'm telling you. I've been on got wrong, never be talking it. It would play it from straight up.
Okay, let's just say you go to you go to a meeting, right?
Yeah.
You go to a meeting where a lot of music people are there, and you have to perform. When you do a great job, to the point that where there are five producers who want to produce you. Number
uh,
one, let's just say if those five producers are your top five producers that were there. Who were the top five producers from one to five that you would want to be there at that meeting to see your best performance?
wow. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say crit, big crit. I'm gonna say
Okay,
big crit gonna have to be number one. I'm gonna say I just had my other producers. Man, I would say Ali, the one that's on some of these songs. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Yeah, yeah, the one who produced, yeah, yeah, I will have him.
that was a dope. That's a dope ass track.
Um, I'm gonna say, for real, I'm gonna say,
Mm,
man, now I go Childish Gambino. It was Zato.
Beethoven.
Yeah.
If there were two producers, and then let's say you get produced by one of those guys, and the song hits the radio, it's a smash. And then two more producers wanted to produce you, and we're talking about worldwide producers. Who are the two producers would you choose? Like out of the two best ones, which one would you choose?
They gonna find this funny. Cardo got beats. That's when
Cardo got beats is definitely
Cardo
what
got
you
beats
talking
is
about.
nasty, bro. To my and I'm gonna go Kari 313.
Ooh,
Straight
okay, I
up.
gotta find out about him.
Yeah, he on YouTube. He be free beating right now, but he hard. Kari 313. Yeah. And
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie, I
okay.
used to like Twan the beat maker too. Florida,
Oh yeah.
Orlando. Yeah, yeah.
Out of all the songs that you have on your album, which one was the most touchy? The most, not really the touchiest. I would say the most. I'm pretty sure they're all mostly real situations towards you. But what was the one that was the hardest to write because they touched you so much?
I think speech therapy was the hardest one, but it's not there. But out of them songs, probably Focus. Focus probably was
Focus.
the
I heard
hardest.
focus.
Yeah, yeah,
Where
cause
focus is nice. It's
yeah,
interesting. It's done
yeah,
differently.
yeah. It was that.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause I was trying to make
So
things happen, but being seen doing other things. Cause it's somebody overthinking. Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes we overthink things, right?
Let's just say a youngster was trying to get into the game, but he likes your flow and style. What's the three things you can tell him that he should stay away from in order to follow the path that you're on, or even higher? What's the three things he should know?
Drugs, negativity, and doubters. Stay away from them.
Mm, okay. Drugs, negativity, and what was that last one?
Drugs, negativity, and you might as well say haters. It's the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Don't listen to them.
Yeah,
They really don't know.
yeah, yeah.
So, what are three things that you say a young rapper who's trying to come up in the same area as you? What are three things he should be focusing on?
I would say his craft, the business itself, and perfecting that craft.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I would say perfecting his craft, learning the business, and having manners.
That would be good. If he came to you and asked you, "Hey, I'm about to go ahead and do a show. I'm nervous as hell. How did you get through it, man? How was you able to do it and get good at being in shows?"
I mean, me personally, I learned to woo. You know what I'm saying? I learned to meditate. I learned to sit to myself. I learned to, create a chi within myself, a peace within myself, and just try to hold it in that area. So, sometimes I have little stress balls too. I'm gonna have certain objects in my hand. I'm gonna squeeze and release. Trying to take out the
Yeah.
tension. And then I stay inside my head. I pray before I go on that stage and just hope for the best.
And what was the greatest advice you were given in the game out of your whole time that you've been rapping? What's the greatest advice you've been given that you try to follow?
Be yourself.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, that's it. Don't try to be nothing you not. Best advice I ever got. Don't try to be
That's
something you
good.
not. Yep. I heard it several times, but the first time I heard it, I knew what it meant.
And
Originality.
it's so true
Yep.
because in this day and age, you know, a lot of people want to be like the next nigga. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if you grew up in the '90s like we did, you couldn't
hmm
be like the next nigga.
Yeah, they wanted to be Wayne. They wanted to be all them. I swear, they wanted to be
Hmm.
Cash Money. They wanted to be Jay Z. They wanted to be Scarface. They wanted to be Outkast. They wanted to be Dude. They wanted to be all them folks right there. Ja Rule, 50. Yeah.
Hmm. To be respected. If you want
Yeah.
to be respected in the past, you couldn't be like them other niggas. You had to be yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Wu Tang. Don't forget about them, boy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They trying to be them. Yeah. I seen Jay Z. I ain't gonna lie, I seen Jay Z in the interview. Well, it really wasn't an interview. It was probably some BTS footage. But it was a guy in there. He was talking to him about recording. He was like, "Hey man, why you keep on talking about?" He said, "Yeah, why you keep on talking about killing and murder and drill music?" And he was like, "Man, you know that's what they want to hear. True things, man." He was like, "Nah, Jay Z. I'm talking about said to this man. That's y'all problem today. Y'all want to sit here and do this to do that. The best way to do it is just be yourself." I swear. I said, "Oh my God." Straight up. Jay Z. Yep. To a young artist. He sit behind the desk like on his voice. That's what he said.
See how he
People
came up, you're
always
gonna be
hear
like him.
things. Yeah. But you don't know people.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you can't follow everything you hear. hmm
Mm.
I had people
Man,
speaking for me in situations.
is there a genre of music you wanna be able to write for or do a song with that's not in your uh wheelhouse sometimes? Like, have you thought about trying to do rapping to a pop song or rapping to an R&B song or things of that nature?
I would say reggae or Afro beats. They turn right now. Like Coffee
Yeah.
would probably be one of them artists I deal with too. Straight up.
Oh, that's
I
dope.
like Coffee. I like Coffee.
You see, I love that. I love that as artists, as rappers, we're not afraid to branch out. You know what I mean? Because someone like, nah, if it ain't about the street shit, I'm just not doing it.
See,
Man, open your.
I told you, I felt her soul on that song. She was talking about God and and just
Hmm.
enjoying life, and she was having
Yeah,
fun in that video. Yeah,
yeah, I love it. I love it. I love to be able to do different things. If there was an opportunity where a rapper who's just starting out from an unknown place, they heard one of your songs, right? And they're like, "Hey, man, the way you write is the way I want to do it, but I can't write like you. Can you
yeah.
write for me?" And I'm willing to go ahead and give you 5 racks. Would you do a whole song for an unknown artist for 5 racks?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, 5 racks. Cause I know what I do with 5 racks. And then if
And
he
what if you
come
find
back, I'm
out,
gonna turn him up again.
even if you find out that later on that he was actually signed with Sony and he plans to release it as his song and blah blah
I
blah blah
mean,
blah.
whatever he do with that after that, whatever we see me, I'll take the five and just take the back end. I ain't worrying about what he do after that. I catch my royalties on the back end.
Yeah, because I've been hearing that a lot of these companies, even the smaller ones, are going after catalog. So let's just say there's an artist, indie music company, right? This
Mm-hmm.
indie music company wants to create a rapper, but they want him to come from Savannah, Georgia. Okay,
All right.
just let's just say a rapper that you ain't never heard of, right?
Yeah.
It's a brand new rapper. It's for the movie, so but they like your songs, and they were like, "Hey,
Okay.
look, everything you got on Spotify, everything you got on Spotify right now, 50 racks. Well, but it's going to a movie that's going on Tubi. You
So
ain't getting none of that.
50. So
You
50.
ain't
No
getting none of
money.
that money. You just getting a 50K for
See,
all everything you got on Spotify.
I have to get something from that movie. 2%. You feel me? But I catch a royalty check on the back end. I ain't trying to get proceeds from the actual sales of the movie unless it's down the line. You know what I'm saying? If he gonna sell tickets in the actual movie theater, I ain't trying to catch that money. I'm trying to catch the
Right.
purchases of the DVDs, the screenings, and all the stuff that's gonna be there forever.
But
I'm
if you
trying
tell
to,
you it's
yeah,
going straight
I'm
it's
gonna
going
tell you,
straight to Tubi.
yeah, I'm trying to get one of them Lion King deals, man. Mr.
Yeah.
Weaver deal.
I
Shit,
feel you.
yeah.
But
You
if
gonna
he
do it?
tells
If
you,
you give me 50 on the front, then shit, I should eat for life after that. As long as that
right.
movie play, yeah.
But
Jason
what if he
Weaver.
starts to negotiate? He goes, "Look, bro, this is going straight to Tubi and nowhere else. I seem
So
like you want a percentage. I understand. But look, this is what we'll be able to do. We'll move it to 60K for everything you got on Spotify. You can't get nothing from the movie, but all your music belongs to us now on Spotify. Whatever
yeah,
you ain't
come
put on
more than
Spotify,
that.
that's you.
I take 100. I take 100. I take 100 for the songs I got right now with nothing else. But
So
at
you
the
take
same time,
100K
I would have took
for
a
everything you got
50
on Spotify.
for everything I got on Spotify. 100K. But at the
100K.
same time, I can't just do that knowing it ain't just me. So
Right.
it's all of how they gonna come at these people. But if they pay these people this amount of money, this amount of money, it still ain't enough. I want portions of the movie. I told you, Jason Weave. I gotta eat for life.
What do we got to look forward to next in your music career? What do we have to look forward next to that we should be waiting on?
I ain't gonna lie, I got shows coming up, man. You know, there's some tour dates coming up on my phone. But you know, I'm moving around now. Expect me to drop some new music soon, and just on a consistent basis. Expect some visuals soon too, cause I got a guy I had just met, through Uber. I just got a contact, but he a video guy. He know about editing too, and I can't always hold the camera. So yeah, just expect
Yeah.
more videos, more music, more me on the scenes doing something.
You have like one song that's almost done, or you still working on a whole album situation.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I got a funny writing style, so I really got like 4 songs I'm working on all at once. I got one called "Talk to Me Nice." Um, I got another one, "Peace on Earth." Um, what's this other one? "Forsaken." I got that. Yeah, so I'm just it's like 4 songs in the making. So every day I pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. That's what I do.
One last question before I already finished. There's a lot of people at the age of 40 giving up on writing and rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel that at this age you shouldn't be rapping anymore. You know, the younger folks will say that, man, you over there up towards 40, you better give it up, man. And some people are actually in their 40s listening to that. Um, if you were to go to the next man who's just about to give it up, what would you tell him
Don't,
and why?
because you never know who's gonna gravitate towards your music. I'm being heard in places that others probably could never imagine. You know, it's
Huh.
places I never even touched foot in their soil, and they rocking with it. They screaming it. So it's like I can't do nothing but show love. Somebody like it.
Uh,
Yeah.
that's some true shit. There's
And you
somebody
know,
out there who
I
do
ain't
like
out
it.
there promoting as much as I can because of, balancing budgets and stuff. But man, once it happens, it's gonna happen. But I know I got an audience, regardless if it's only two people, 2,500 people to 400. It's the audience.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Well, look, this has been dope. In fact, I know more about you now, and if people know more about you,
for
um,
sure.
if they want to follow the process of your next album, where can they follow you at, man?
I mean, they can follow me on Instagram. You know, I'm on there as a real underscore Professor Brain. I'm on there as Professor Brain underscore 85. Um, no, it's real underscore Professor Brain 85 and Professor Brain. Yeah, real underscore Professor Brain on there. Man, it's so
And
messed
it,
up on Instagram, but I'm Brian Young on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook as Brian Young. Like I
okay,
say, Instagram, I floated you those, but it's real underscore Professor Brain and Professor Brain underscore 85. Those my instas right now. One is a
okay,
5-year-old version of me, and the other one is me at 4.
okay. And for those of the people out there, to let you know, I'm going to follow you on YouTube. If someone else wants to follow you on YouTube, where would they go?
You can catch me, man, at Beezy Brain on YouTube. You can catch me as Professor YouTube, Professor Brain on YouTube too. So
Okay,
I'm
I'm going
actually
to be following
Beezy
you.
Brain
And
on
I
there.
suggest everybody else to do the same.
Yeah, that's my actual
You hear that, you
channel name.
guys out there?
Mm,
Yeah. Make
mm,
sure
mm,
everybody
mm.
else out there who watches this podcast, um, make sure you go ahead and follow Breezy, the professor. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Himself. Now, if you here for this interview and you only came to look at this interview because you fuck with Breezy and you don't know who the fuck this nigga is with this lion head, just do a favor and please subscribe and like to this podcast. I really appreciate you
Thanks.
guys if you would subscribe to the podcast because I can only make this episode bigger with your help. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So make
sir.
sure you go ahead and follow the podcast. Support your boy podcast. Make sure you
Support your
follow
boy.
Breezy. Yeah, hell yeah. And make sure you follow Breezy Brain on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm gonna be following YouTube after this. Man, is there anything else you want to tell the people, man?
Man, just stay yourself, be true to yourself.
Until next time, you guys. Hey.